All right, man, if you didn't catch the live, was it Monday? Turkey Alalshikh basically laid out plans for him to do the fight with Terence Crawford and Canelo December um, this year or January top of 2025. So um, yeah, he laid out a plan, and he laid out a plan for boxing. I kind of went through it yesterday on the live, but we're gonna pretty much talk about the Crawford side of things. And you got a lot of people saying, "Oh man, he should fight Boots. He should fight Boots," and a lot of people upset that he can be getting the Canelo fight. Um, I don't really see an issue with it per se. I think Canelo gonna win. But um, I don't really see the big deal. Like I continue to say, when Terence Crawford was asking to fight the top guys at welterweight, it was a problem. He ain't done enough. He on the wrong side of the street. He ain't done enough to earn Sean Porter. He ain't done enough to earn Keith Thurman. He ain't done enough to earn Earl Spence, Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? You telling me Jerron Boots Ennis, who ain't did 1% of what Crawford did at that point, from 40 to 37? I mean, even when Crawford was going from 35 to 40, he ain't at that point yet, and he deserved a shot. Why? He ain't even with PBC. So then you got other people, which I agree with this argument, that David Benavidez deserves a fight with Canelo. Cool. But if Canelo don't want to fight him, what can we do? Y'all won't stop paying, or y'all won't stop watching. Y'all won't stop talking. Y'all won't stop talking about Canelo. Y'all won't hit him where his pockets hurt the most. Hit him where it hurt the most, and that's in the pocket. So, man, that's my opinion on it. So, is this a cash out fight for Terence Crawford? Absolutely. It's a wrap after this. It's a cash out. So, I don't really have no issue with it, bro. Because the boxing give us a whole bunch of bullshit to begin with. So you can watch the live stream, man. It's somewhere in the middle, towards the end, and about all this other shit that he spoke on, how you want to fix boxing and all that. He said in December, January, Alalshikh will look to stage perhaps the biggest fight in the sport, offer a showdown between the face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford in the U.S. He says that I'm working on delivering Canelo, but it will be a big fight for Crawford. Alalshikh said I discussed with him the name, so I'm pretty sure he threw a few names in there. Boots probably was in there, Canelo was in there, and he basically said that he basically said that he wanted to help Terence Crawford out because they was freezing Terence Crawford out. He was seeing what they was doing to Terence Crawford. And he wanted to help him out and improve the sport of boxing. Like I said, watch the live stream. I went in deep on that, bro. So I'm not about to, talk about that. You got to watch the live. I went in on Al Heyman and these fake pro black ninjas, bro. That sit there and they talk all this black shit, but they do more harm to black people than anybody else. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. But at the same time, this is a fight that Crawford wanted to do. It's a dangerous fight. You got Andre Rozier saying it's a dangerous fight for him, but then you got Andre Ward saying fighters don't look at it that way. Y'all look at it as the weight jump. Y'all look at it as a massive jump in competition. He says fighters don't look at it that way. That's what he says. He said fighters don't look at it that way. So, Crawford said that in a Munguia fight that he's seen some chinks in Canelo armor that he can exploit. But like I continue to say all the time, it's always different on the outside looking in. And he knows that as a fighter, but he's basically said this was going to be a cash out fight for him. That's basically what he said. This was going to be a cash out fight for him. So he was going to cash out fighting Canelo Alvarez and just ride off into the sunset. So anytime you hear somebody saying that you kind of skeptical. Honestly, you kind of skeptical. You feel me? Like, okay, is he going to lay down? But I don't think he can lay down. I don't think it's after talking all that shit about Jermell Charlo not trying, he got to go out on his shield. And and he talking about staging a fight in the US. So it was an issue about, staging fights. It was an issue about staging fights in Saudi Arabia. Then he's like, all right, we can put these fights in the US. I can spend this money, bring everybody together, and we can break bread in the US. So, now what's the problem? So it ain't no problem no more. It ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. So, now they got to do it. And at the end of the day, will Canelo take the fight? He said he wasn't interested in it, but apparently, he gonna ask him for a bunch of money. He gonna bend fight Munguia. You know what I'm saying? He probably about to fight Charlo or Berlanga. So, will he take this tough fight? And a lot of people was complaining and saying, well, Canelo just fight smaller guys. All he do is fight smaller guys. He should fight Benavidez, and I concur. I'd rather see him fight David Benavidez, but he just said that he gonna be in boxing for a long time. He don't plan on retiring. So he ain't, until y'all hit him where it hurts the most and in his pockets, it ain't nothing. It ain't pretty much nothing you can do. It's just not talk about it and not break no bread with him until he fights somebody you want to see him fight. It's as simple as that. So, am I interested? Is this the fight that I really want to see? Absolutely not. I feel like it's a mismatch. It's a mismatch. It's two, it'll be two weight classes between him, and he had one fight at 54. The only encouraging thing about this fight is Crawford to be fighting in September, and he'd turn right around in December and fight. I don't really think he got his best chance in hell of winning this fight. And when he said that, I think I heard Barney said that Crawford really had a heart-to-heart and told them that he can win this fight. You know what I'm saying? When I heard them say that, I'm like, yo, if you got to convince your team that you can do something, then that don't mean they think you can do it. And that don't mean you can't do it. That don't mean you can't do it. That don't mean you can't do it at all. But what I'm saying is, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. Moving up in weight, taking the punch, sparring bigger guys. I keep the same in there. EJ stop beating up heavyweights in the gym. What is these bigger and these heavyweights these dudes is fighting? You know what I'm saying? Who are these heavyweights that they fighting? You know what I'm saying? You go out there and beat up, somebody who ain't skilled in the street. Yeah, you can go up there and beat up somebody that's not skilled in the street. What that mean? Are you beating up Deontay Wilder? Are you beating up, you know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua's, David Benavidez caliber fighters? That's the $1 million question. That's the $1 million question. So I mean, that's $1 million. That's $1 million question. So, but yeah, shout out to Crawford. He'd be able to make that bread, and he deserve it. He deserve it. So, and will Canelo take the fight? You like, wow, CJ, how can Terence Crawford beat Canelo? Well, Canelo like to punch in sparks, and it's kind of working his advantage because if Crawford can't take the punch or react to the punches well, this kind of working his advantage versus Terence Crawford. And what I mean by that is if his power is he look for his power to bail him out now. He's not using counter punch. He's not using combination punches or he's not exerting energy. He being totally efficient in his output because Canelo never had a great gas tank. So as he get older, that gas tank ain't gonna improve. That gas tank not gonna improve. So he's being very efficient with his output. So that's the difference. So Basically, this fight is can Terence Crawford defuse Canelo Alvarez? Can he hit and not get hit? Can he put on a masterclass like Mayweather did? And I don't think his defense is as good as Mayweather. So can he find his own way to defuse Canelo Alvarez? And people say, well, Crawford is bigger than Canelo, or just that don't mean nothing. The weight. I ain't worried about the height, the weight. And Canelo Alvarez is gonna blow up to a cruiserweight. And perhaps a heavyweight. And let's see all these people talk about the discrepancy in weight. But can he hit and not get hit? And can he hurt Canelo and get the respect of Canelo is the question. So I know it is what it is. It ain't one of the fights that I'm dying to see, but hey, I feel it. Get your money. You'll probably be done in boxing after this fight. This probably be his last fight. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Appreciate the love and support. Check out the Box News playlist for more videos like this. Peace.